What's up, guys? You are watching Fight Feed. And due to my excitement, I'm sure you guys are excited just as much as I am for UFC 317. What I've decided to do is play a little bit of UFC 5 and see if UFC 5 can give us some accurate predictions on what's going to happen this Saturday. We're going to find out Saturday night, baby. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into UFC 5. I am going to record. Sorry, I have to do cloud gaming. We're going to record what's happening in UFC 5. We're going to simulate as many of the fights that we can in UFC 5 that are happening this Saturday and determine who UFC 5 is going to depict as the winner. If you guys saw my video a long time ago, I made a video for the Diego Lopez versus Volkanovski fight. And UFC 5 depicted Diego Lopez knocking out Volk 10 times. I was originally making that video to do one entire fight. I was thinking the fight would go 25 minutes. Every single one ended in the first round, and it was 10-0 for Diego Lopez, which is crazy. And we all know what ended up happening. So based on that video in and of itself, UFC 5 doesn't have a great track record in terms of predicting these things, but we're going to see what happens. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Make myself smaller because we got to see the game. And also, while I'm playing this, guys, and I'm going to be simulating and just giving some commentary as we watch together what unfolds. But if you guys can let me know, is watching UFC 5 gameplay something that it interests you? I am thinking about doing a live stream potentially once a week, just going in online career and having a little bit of fun online with you guys. But if you guys are interested in something like that, make sure you comment below. Let me know. And we can set that up. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go fight now. We're going to go championship, game style. Let's open the settings. So I also have to add in, I realized the reason Diego Lopez last time, guys, got knocked out Volk 10 times, for whatever reason, in my settings, and I can't even remember what corner it was. I don't know if it's because I had it set to legendary, but something was set up where one of the, it was blue or red, I think it was blue, obviously, because I think I put Volk in red corner. For whatever reason, the blue corner had higher power, damage recovery, all that stuff, and the red corner didn't. So it really wasn't a accurate depiction of what was going to happen in the fight from the get-go. And I didn't know that until after the fact, but here we are. All right, we're not going to pick a side. Okay. Again, Ilia Topuria. I believe Ilia in this fight is obviously he's the favorite, but I believe he's also in the red corner, probably due to the fact that he was the reigning featherweight champion. Sorry, I just needed a second there to figure out what I was doing with Charles. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to simulate, watch what happens in this B. I don't need to watch this shit. Okay, here we fucking go. So, wait, why is that? Okay, here we go. Look at that. Uppercut off the rip. I feel like that is not something that I've seen Ilia throw a lot. Charles landing. Oh, head kick. He's got Topuria hurt. Oh, that hurt him bad. Let's see if we can get Joe Rogan glazing some leg kicks here. Oh, that calf kick. He's such a specialist with that calf kick. Good check from Topuria. Topuria's got that lead hook. Okay, takedown right off the bat here. We got 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Oh, he's going for, is that a heel hook? Yeah, he is. Let's see if Ilia can get out of there. Oh, is Ilia throwing up his own offense here? Interesting. Okay, Charles is just big brothering him on the ground here. He's got the lion on the back. Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Hit a DC on that one. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think that this is going to happen in the fight? I don't know if Charles takes it to the ground that quickly or tries to, anyways. But we'll have to see. Find out Saturday night, baby. Okay, Topuria's doing decent on the ground here, but he's giving up his back, which is not a good thing to do against a Charles Oliveira. See if he can find his way to his feet here. Charles is throwing up these submissions, guys, and this is very well a path to victory for Charles, because although Ilia has, I think, 8 submissions on his record and has been a very widely touted Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ace, we really haven't seen it in the UFC against a high-level guy like Charles Oliveira. I know Topuria did choke out, what's his name? Bryce Mitchell. I think it was a choke. I can't remember. I'm forgetting what submission he got him in, but yeah, this is what I imagine happening if they get into a ground situation. I can see Charles being a bit overwhelming in the jiu-jitsu realm with a lot of submissions. But Ilia has his own, so it's it'll be interesting if the fight gets to the ground, guys. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think this fight lands on the ground at all? Or do you think that this is a standing battle, Ilia knocks Charles out, or vice versa? Because, if you guys have watched my other videos that I've made, Charles does have that length to his arms. And he has a very powerful and very crispy technique in his straight punches that could pose a lot of issues for Ilia. But Ilia is just so sound defensively. Even if if you guys have seen the fight poster for this, Charles is biting his glove or some shit, like a psychopath. And then Ilia is on the other side. And he's throwing his right hand out, but he's got it. If you see the poster, he's even got good fucking, defense while he's taking a photo. It's pretty interesting. Armbar attempt. Oh, that's tight. Any submission attempt, DC is saying he's gonna say it's tight. So come on, Ilia, you got to get up, bro. This is bad. This is looking horrible for Ilia so far. Charles is just manhandling his ass. Let's see if he can. Oh, okay. Big slam there. Nice. Breaks the fucking guard. See if he can do something here. He's got to get the fight standing, though. For him to have any success, I think he's got to be on the feet. Because, I know that Ilia has good jiu-jitsu, but Charles is Charles. You don't want to be with Chucky on the ground. Very interesting start to this fight, guys. Very high level. Lot of submission attempts there from Oliveira. Throws up another one, an arm triangle. By the way, UFC is absolute bullshit. I've literally had fights get finished on the ground. The bell has rang, and my guy's still in a submission, and I tap after the bell, and they call the fight. I'll have to find some of my recordings, because I have a recording recently where someone tapped me after the bell had already rung. And it wasn't like he locked the submission in with like 2 seconds left. And then like it was just sitting there for like 5 seconds after the bell. And my guy's like, it's fucking bullshit. All right, round 2. Let's see if Ilia can pull an Ilia Topuria and just somehow finish the fight here like he did against Volk. Round 3, I believe, is when he finished Max, though. Okay, head kick for Topuria. Okay, he's got Charles up against the cage. This is not good for Charles. Oh, right hook. Let's see what happens here. Nice body kick. Nice body kick again. Charles comes back with his own offense. Oh, jab. Body kick. Nice. Let's see. I don't know, dude. I feel like the way Ilia fights in the game is not representative of his actual style. I don't know, though. What do you guys think? Nice body punches from Charles. I like how he's mixing it up. But Charles really doesn't throw body punches like that. If you watch a lot of Charles fights, especially like the last 5 years, Ilia's in mount. Oh, Ilia's got him on the. He's got Charles back. Okay, some ground and pound. Let's see if he can butter him up here. Okay, Charles rolls out, gets Ilia in the half guard. Charles grabs the full guard. Let's see if Ilia can do something here. I mean, he's not really in a great position. I mean, Charles the one throwing up all these positions and getting into potential submission land here. Okay, but Ilia's moved over now. Charles gets him back into half guard. Ilia's trying to pass, get into mount. But Charles now throwing up is that a Darce? Yep. Ooh, and look, Topuria doesn't have good submission defense there, guys. Topuria's looking tired. Stand up, dude. What are you doing? No way. He's got Ilia against the cage. I don't see this happening, guys. I really don't see Ilia shooting takedowns like that. Unless he gets hurt. Oh, shit. I don't see it. Nice body kick. Okay. Charles feinting the takedown there. Nice right straight. Charles is fucking piecing him up, y'all. UFC 5 likes an underdog, I guess. Okay. Takedown of his own here. Going for a heel hook. Topuria doesn't have the greatest defense there, but he gets up. Topuria, you got to land on the feet, my guy. Homie is not landing on the feet right now. Charles throwing some spinning attacks. Oh, overhand right. Nice calf kick from Charles. Jab is there. Charles landing the jab at will. Topuria is doing okay on the feet, but I feel like Charles is a step ahead here, guys. Nice calf kick from Ilia. Nice straight. Body punch from Charles. Okay, Topuria is starting to find his combos here. Oh, an uppercut. Drops him. Come on, let's see what happens. Nice jabs there. Okay, Charles back down on the ground with Ilia. He's got him in half guard here. See if he can wage some offense there. Arm triangle attempt. Topuria doesn't have the greatest submission defense here. Somehow he rolls out. Interesting fight so far. I mean, I feel like Charles clearly has momentum here over Topuria just in this current fight. But we will see what happens in the course of 5 rounds. Nice little transition there. Look at fucking Oliveira just taking this guy to school. But Oliveira's getting gas, guys. His gas tank is definitely feeling it. And now Ilia's landing shots. I'm still here, you fucker. Don't you do this shit to me. Nice body kick. Okay, Charles lands Charles is landing a lot on the feet here. Disengage. Okay, he pulls guard. And guys, that is actually one realistic thing that Charles does do in fights. He does do the jump and pull guard from a standing position. He did it against Justin Gaethje. Shit. Come on, Ilia. Ilia Topuria. Dude, I feel like Ilia is the type of like guy, like, I feel like we've all had a friend like this where like if you're in person with him, like hanging out, he would just like start shadow boxing, but then like start punching you as a friend. Just like boxing you up, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's his vibe. Okay, let's see. Charles Do Bronx. I think I got this 2-0, guys. I think it's 2-0. Uppercut dropped him. Well, actually, timeout. There's a knockdown that round. I think we got to give that round to Ilia. He got a knockdown, and Charles is cut. Okay, now Ilia's just landing some heavy shots here. What's interesting, though, is UFC 5 tends to have Charles Oliveira being more of that advancing and aggressor in the forward movement, which I think history says that Ilia might be the guy doing that. But I do think that both these guys are both, their style is to walk forward and advance. And so it's really probably going to go both ways. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I keep yawning. Dude, but I really, guys, as much as this is a fun fight, like, I don't want this fight to take place on the ground like this all the time. I really am hoping that these guys can stay standing and give us a fucking slugfest. But with Topuria's nuclear power, I don't know if those types of shots can be endured for very long. Okay, dude, Charles is teeing off here, guys. Like, Charles is taking control of this fight. Let's see if Topuria can get back to his feet. If Topuria allows Charles to do this in the fight, it's going to be a long night for him. And that's where you have to wonder. I mean, I know he's, 155 is not a huge, it's not a dramatic, like, shift from where he's fighting previously. And he does have a KO in this weight class, but you start to wonder, does Charles' size and probably, hip pressure, hip strength play a factor in having more of a domination type presence, or domineering, I guess is the word, maybe, presence on the ground? But Ilia has been able to kind of slip out of here. Ilia's got to stand up, though, guys. Like, this is not how he wants this fight to play out, because I feel like on the feet, he has his best opportunity to get a W. But he's just kind of letting Charles own and dictate everything happening here on the ground, especially. Charles throws up another guillotine. That's tight. Ilia, you got to get up, bro. You got to stand up, bro. Seven-year age difference between these guys, too. Uh-oh. Charles getting that triangle. Watch triangle! Oh, that was a good slam. I don't know, guys. I feel like in UFC, most of the time slams don't work. I feel like it actually just cinches the choke deeper for whoever's in it. You do have those random moments, though, where you get like a Rampage Jackson finish, with a slam, or even like Jessica Andrade. Charles is just taking control of this fight, guys. Charles is likely to get the W here if he does not get it finished. I mean, this is the third round. I do feel like the second round, although I think we give it to Topuria from the knockdown, Charles had a lot of success in round 2 as well. A lot of control time. He landed shots on the ground too. Okay, Charles throwing up an armbar attempt here. This is an exhausting pace, though, dude. To throw submissions up like this. Topuria's able to swing out of there. Now he's on top. Let's see if he can do anything here. I think he should stand up. Come on, Topuria, stand up. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I feel like Charles got that round just based off damage. You got the whole Oliveira family there. Fuck yeah. Can I skip this? Yeah. Okay. Round 4. Championship rounds, y'all. Okay, jab from Charles cuts Ilia's nose open. Jab again. Oh, look at... Dude, Oliveira's fucking piecing him up. He's got him hurt bad. This is a weird thing, though, guys, because we don't often see head kicks thrown from Ilia. It's the combos. It's the straight... And then he likes to, throw the straight to get the lead hook to land. Not often throwing uppercuts and head kicks and I don't know. So far, this is pretty fucking boring. And I don't see Topuria having this type of game plan against Charles, guys. I think Topuria knows that he's going to want to keep Charles on the feet as long as he can, because that's where he's going to have success, especially with those nuclear hands he has. Okay, Charles has just got back on top position here. Ilia's got to get up. Okay, another submission attempt. He's going for the triangle. Ilia's he's wise to it. He's able to scramble out of that. But Oliveira has just had this blanket type pressure, guys. Come on, dude. You got to get up. You got to fucking stand up. Pull the fucking Derek Lewis out. Just get up. Armbar. Dude, Charles is relentless with these submissions, y'all. I feel like this is something that we have to be worried about, though, because although, like I've said, Ilia's been talked about and touted as a very well-to-do jiu-jitsu player, I think he's going up against one of the best to ever do it from a jiu-jitsu perspective. So you have to wonder, how does that play a role in Charles' game plan? And also, I mean, knowing that Charles is in a good camp, pretty smart guys, I have to imagine they're pushing him to go outside of his standard realm of keeping fights on the feet, and probably trying to get him to tire Ilia out in areas where he can, but probably getting it to the ground is his best option. Oh, he's gonna get him. He tapped him. Charles Oliveira, Do Bronx. Look at that, guys. You better get back in there and change your picks. Charles Oliveira coming with a submission win. Great work for Mr. Oliveira, guys. That's all she wrote.